Hey guys, Matt from Adventure Cruising. This is a little bit of a different video, and if you're only here for radios, just go ahead and skip. This one's got a little bit more sentiment than anything else. Just over 2 weeks ago, my father passed away. It was expected, and we had 13 more years with him than we were told initially. We were given 6 months, 13 and a half years ago. That's a real blessing. But I wanted to share something with you today, and that is this. This is the Icom M7. This is the first radio I ever really owned, and it's the first radio my dad bought me. I think I was 6. My sister got a horse, I got a radio. My dad and I we each got these at the same time. We got 2 of them. This is the only one surviving. It's rough, but it still works. I've had a lot of time to reflect on important things in life and the lessons that my father taught. One of the most important lessons, I believe, is to be excited for others and their pursuits, even though they may not always be yours. For instance, my dad saw a radio as a tool. I saw a radio as a hobby, as something to be excited about. And we would go into West Marine on Rosecrans Street over and over and over again. I would look at this exact radio and I really loved it. I thought it was just the most incredible radio. It was small, it was good form factor, it was spectacular. I would draw pictures of it, I'd make it in Legos, and eventually we got a pair of them. I don't think my dad cared at all about them, but what he did care about was seeing a spark that I had and nurturing that and encouraging it and giving me the opportunity to pursue that. Now I kind of let the radio hobby die off and on for the next 3 or 4 decades. I got my radio license through Civil Air Patrol when I was about 16, and I didn't get my hand license until just a couple of years ago. But I started collecting radios about 4 years ago in earnest. And it just reminded me that my dad chose to invest in something that I was interested in early on. To embrace that, to encourage that. He'd asked me about Marconi and the original style of electromagnetic communication, and he was so intrigued by that. He was such a knowledgeable man. He knew a lot about a little. Or a little about a lot, rather, maybe would be a better way of phrasing it. He had a great wealth of information and inspired curiosity in all of us kids. Got a couple of siblings. I think my parents would say that one of my famous phrases was, "Well, you gave it to me just before it broke." But I think we both know what that means. I took it apart because I was curious, but my parents never reprimanded me for that, as long as it wasn't something they needed, because they enjoyed watching the curiosity at play. And they enjoyed watching us kids learn. And they found that there was just laughter in that, even when I'd break things. As long as I learned a lesson, they were okay with it. And I know this is a more somber video, and I don't really mean it to bring anybody down. I mean it to be an encouragement to you. If there's somebody in your life who has a hobby that you may or may not fully understand, but you think that it sparks something in them, something unique and interesting, do what you can to encourage them to be curious. Do what you can to encourage them to ask deeper questions of, how does this work? What does this antenna do? What are these electromagnetic waves through the air? What creates the LCD to work? All those questions, encourage it. I appreciate you sticking with me so far, guys. Not a video I really saw myself making. But one that I'm so grateful for.